Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's topic will be about sweaters, and more specifically, how to steal a chapter from the French playbook and look incredibly chic with just a few simple basics. I have laid out here a few of my recent purchases as well as some classic staples from my wardrobe. So I've been out hunting for new sweaters lately, as the ones I've been wearing, believe it or not, I've worn them for so long and have worn them so frequently that there are literally holes in some of them. I have focused my search on cashmere and wool sweaters mainly, as I find them to be much warmer than the synthetic materials, and of course they feel much nicer on your skin, which is always an important factor. But I've also tried to keep my search to the more reasonably priced options because sweaters do get worn out over time and much more than coats or bags, so it usually doesn't make too much sense to drop top dollars on high-end designer brands. Though of course this is entirely a personal preference. So first, you'll notice that I have quite a few of these striped sweaters, and this is of course a French favorite. They call this La Marinière. And you can always find French people wearing slightly varied versions of these striped sweaters in almost all seasons, with different material depending on the season. So I've picked up one here from Sézane this season. This one is called the Jacob Jumper, and it retails for $130. So this one is made of 100% merino wool, and what I like about it is that it's very lightweight and the material feels comfortable and durable. And because this is merino wool and not cashmere, I think this is not going to peel as much over time. Although of course it's not as soft as cashmere, but still has that merino wool quality. These gold button details also add a nice touch with this mock turtleneck, which keeps you warm but not too stuffy. The sweater also comes in many different colors. So staying on the theme of La Marinière, I picked up 3 sweaters from a New York-based French-inspired brand called Ligne, which is the bag over here. You get one of those tote bags when you shop with them. They have a boutique on Madison Avenue, and I just happened to discover it today as I was also checking out Jenni Kayne. I have been checking out Jenni Kayne sweaters on their website. They have quite a few of these very classic designs that are in cashmere, and I like quite a few of them, but I find them to be a little pricey, especially the 100% cashmere options. Some of them are actually a blend of cashmere and synthetic material. So actually when I was at the store, I actually didn't feel like their cashmere material was exceptional quality to warrant the $400 to $500 price point. That's why I actually didn't end up buying anything from Jenni Kayne that day, and I ended up buying some striped sweaters from Ligne. So my personal history with the striped sweaters is that earlier this season, I saw a beautiful Saint Laurent striped sweater, which I thought was very emblematic of the brand and of French sweaters in general, but it was quite pricey, and it's not even cashmere, it's a blend of cotton and wool, so I guess you are paying for the brand mainly. So I didn't get it, but I was trying to find similar styles from other places, and I found these at Ligne. So these two right here are of the same style. They're called the Ligne line sweaters, and they retail for $275. It is made of 100% cashmere. So what I like about this particular version of the striped sweater is that the cashmere feels very soft. It is lightweight enough but not flimsy. And I personally find the cut to be perfect with a bit of a relaxed fit. The length is not too long, so you can easily tug it into your pants or skirt, and the crew neck opening is just wide enough so that it doesn't look like it's choking your neck. I also like how the sleeves are slightly bell-shaped for a nice twist to the standard marinière, but not too overdone, because I still want my sweaters to look classic, and when the sleeve openings are too wide, they tend to let cold air in, and that would be against the objective in the winter, right? So the third striped sweater I've picked up from Ligne is also in a similar style, but it's in 15% silk and 85% cashmere. So it doesn't feel as soft as the 100% cashmere, but I like how it's better for the shoulder seasons. And I also like that it's not going to pill as much as a 100% cashmere version. The cut is slightly more oversized than the other two, but overall very similar in shape. Alright, I also want to show you some of my other wardrobe basics in this winter season, which I find to be completely indispensable. First, I really like the tight fitted sweaters for layering in the winter. They are great to be worn underneath blazers or cardigans to keep you extra warm, but stay very simple and classic. The French aesthetic is usually about keeping to the basics and surviving the test of time. So I especially like the ribbed sweaters because they add a nice feminine touch to a very basic wardrobe item. So this white one here is from Sézane and it's called the Charlie Jumper and retails for $160. It's a blend of merino wool and cotton, but it feels even softer than the 100% merino wool jumper that I have over there. And I love how the ribbed neckline looks very pretty and adds a bit of a twist. And this one here, a black ribbed turtleneck, is a very traditional basic, and I got this one from a French cashmere brand called Bompard. I made a video about them earlier this year, which I will link above. I don't remember what the price was, but I think I got it on sale, so it was a pretty good deal. So this one is 100% cashmere and feels amazing as a layering piece. French people love wearing their turtlenecks on colder days underneath a blazer in the office. It's incredibly chic. And if you're not a huge fan of ribbed sweaters, Theory also makes a very nice layering piece, which is made of what they called regal wool. So this is their proprietary material. It's supposed to be 100% wool that has a lot of benefits such as breathability, anti-odor, temperature regulating, among others. And I have personally found it to be very easy to wear. It keeps you warm with no fuss. So this design is a very simple, no frills design. It just sticks to the basics, and I think the retail price is $195, which is on the more expensive side for a very basic design, but it is their proprietary material, and I find their claims to be generally true. Another turtleneck I have here is actually from Kors Collection. This one is sleeveless. It's just a little vest, but it has a turtleneck and it's 100% cashmere. They sometimes do have nice pieces like this from Kors Collection. So I find the sleeveless design to be pretty good for lighter days and when you don't want to be wearing something super warm in the office, but you still want to look really chic with a blazer on top. So the last basic item that I have here is just a simple white tee. This one right here is the Conrad tee from Sézane. And I find this to be just the best balance in terms of the cut, the material, and the price. There are many very nice white tee options in the market, but sometimes they retail for like $80 or even more than that. And since this is a very basic item that you'll probably need multiples of, I find that pricing to be a little bit excessive. This one costs $40, which is not cheap, but it is a pretty nice fit, and I think $40 is in the reasonable range. It is 100% cotton, and there are of course white tee options in Uniqlo which are 100% cotton, which are around $20, but I find the cut to be a little bit less ideal. And if you do go for the Uniqlo tees, I would recommend the Supima cotton tee. I think it has a lighter touch and the cut is less rigid than their standard cotton tee. Alright, so that's it for this video on sweaters and basics in this fall winter season. I hope you found this video to be helpful, and as always, I would love to hear from you on what your winter basics are and what your favorite brands are for sweaters. Thank you very much for watching until the end, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please click that button right now and I'll see you in my next video. Bye now!